listening. I need y'all to please give it up for this young lady coming to the stage. Please give it up for Miss Tasha Jones.
He told me getting high, off my own supply, put a nickel in the bag, said puff puff pass. To myself, I get high with myself. I say, he caught me getting high off my own supply, put a nickel in the bag, said puff puff pass. To myself, I get high with myself. He called me getting high. Didn't know what I was doing, just saw tears streaming from my eyes. Thought maybe it was something that he had done. Sat right next to my left leg, rubbed my back and assured me everything was okay. Wondered if I was crying because I got a call from his teacher, or if it was because he had a red day. Didn't know that the last 5 years had more downs and ups. And everything that was tried just didn't seem to be enough. See, mama's dreams were a bit robust, but the fire that once burned within was now starting to lose its thrust. Piddling positions, inadequate by measure, college degrees had no meaning when there was no heat to warm the shelter. Water pots ensured evening baths were hot, but cold water washers couldn't get everything clean. So restrictions had to be put on clothes warm. All while the play children asked my son, "Didn't you have that on yesterday?" And I said it was only for an hour. Now go on outside if you really want to play. But ain't it funny how things change? See, when I was a child, I promised I would never be the same. I would be more than what my parents showed me. Not saying my life was foul, but I grew up knowing how it felt to go without. See, every day was a struggle. And sometimes we went to bed with no food to eat. The dark night showed us when the ends didn't meet. Insurance was always the first to go, but New Year's resolutions secured doctor and dental appointments and we had to go. Car and phone stayed paid even if off work they were late. Because we were the Joneses. So if we were starving, you would never know. But not my children. See, I had plans. I was going to be married before I bore. Me, my husband, and 2 children would live like the Huxtables. Except I'd be the artist and he'd be the doctor and our children would have a different world. I, free in my being, could play his nurse. And he would birth our son and little girl. But ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how things change? See, he met me while I was on this stage. Yet being an artist was the equivalent to being unemployed. Unstable is how he worded it. Childhood dreams taken a bit too far. Now since we have children, cars, picket fence, front and backyard, he say quit. I say I thought I wasn't employed. All right. He say be a mother, as if there was a duty I had ignored. But there it was on the table. Your family or your artistry, choose. Never perplexed about what I had to do, but why should I bow down to a fool? Slavery versus freedom, giving versus receiving, question my stability for the sake of the children, and he thought this being ultimatum I could not refuse. So I whispered in the ear of Isabella Bonfrey, told her she wrote this poem for me, before I looked him square in the eye and said, ain't I a woman? Then a mother is something I'm going to always be. Be it to you, this earth, or my children. I came here to birth, water, and nourish the seed. So if you think I'm going to leave or close the curtain because you feeling like a shadow, then maybe it's your stability that should be questioned in this court battle. But ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how things change? See, I never considered myself a user or an abuser. Lived that destruction while it ran its course through my daddy's line. Promised to quit, but like an addict, one hit was never enough, and getting another occupied most of my time. Every chance on that line. Stolen moments of enjoyment, entertaining and repugnant, but I had to write. Those dead trees injected life into my nights, and every night it would just ease my state of mind. See, Langston wore me through those dreams deferred, but never did I think people would hate on the pedagogy of words. So I'm in dark places, moonlighting just to formulate subjects and verbs, hiding dotted I's, crossing T's when he left eye, because his nouns have been attacking my independent clauses. Fear and insecurity, the only things between a better life me and childhood memories wanted to obtain. Air filled with opportunity, but the oxygen was slowly being sucked out of my veins, and it was only a matter of time before the monopoly would return the game. But time was taking too long to move his hands. Seconds, minutes, hours grew to days, months, and years, and the dream had begun to run on fear. Turn those lights on, it's getting a little dark in here. Shh, can you hear those voices? They are begging me to take another hit. One hopes something could persuade life's predicaments, but the fact is, it is what it is. I am a mother fighting for my children as a litigant. Respondent, state your name and occupation. Yes, I'm Tasha Jones, literary addict, fighting to keep my children while creating an environment with no casualties or fatalities. I just want to be an intellectual property, studied in textbooks, laureate of poetry, presenting workshops and seminars, donating millions to young scholars, brave new voices, guest speaking at your conferences and your churches, sitting in those big yellow chairs between Maya, and Oprah. Hey, Oprah! Convincing the children that dreams do come true if you keep on believing and hoping, plus working toward the goal. Maybe I just want to grow old with secured wealth and own myself and provide for my children, and their kids. Just a dream of a citizen. Or maybe it's a tall tale, because if my gender was born male, then the way I provide wouldn't even be questioned in justice's eyes. When in fact, justice is supposed to be blind. I would be the breadwinner, the provider, the antithesis of what I was being accused to become the stabilizer. So you tell me what I should tell to my little girl. Baby, we live in a furious world, and if evil had its way, then Jesus wouldn't have woolly hair or copper skin. In fact, the pyramids would be in Europe. Men would own the company, cook and clean, follow and lead, plus birth the children. This would be their world, not a place for you and me, despite suffrage, equal rights amendments, Athaleah, Black Mary, and Madonna, Rosa, Coretta, Hillary, and Michelle Obama. I guess I'm supposed to eradicate forward progression and put my purpose on the shelf. Take an odd job that secure even odder wages. Triple bypass the feeling in my heart and forsake my African sages. Is this what I'm supposed to do? Is this living while loving you? See, ain't nothing in the world more demeaning than the person you love stabbing you, but you refuse to see yourself bleed. Now I'm ducking and weaving in my house, hiding journals, notebooks, and pens. In secret places he'll never think to look in, like kitchen cabinets and laundry rooms, empty shoeboxes in the vestibule, because I hear jazz when he hits me. Listen closer, you can hear it too. It's like Coltrane and Etheridge, Maury Evans and West. I get high off of Fabrino paper, leather binders, and book sets. I have entered my children in every library reading contest, and you don't have a 911 for me. What's the emergency? Yes, I like to rhyme. Lyrics, sonnet, and haiku. And my children do too. I have taught them how to phonetically ride that white horse through those blue lines. Now that's all they do. Try this for your headline news. 9-year-old boy tells counselor at school, my mama gets high off of poetry. It makes her giddy. She reads and writes to us plenty. There's no deficit in literature, but we may be a little math needy. She takes us to coffee houses and theater shows. We've already met the last poets and seen August Wilson's lessons in pianos. My sister speaks in vibrato while I like prose. And sometimes we leave early so daddy won't bloody her nose. And sometimes they argue about why she won't let it go. And she say those are just letters and words. And too many people fall and die for those letters and words, so she gotta hold on to teach us how to dream. Create heaven when hell is in the midst of things. My daddy says she addicted, but she just mama to weed. And he called me getting high. He called me getting high off my own supply. Put a nickel in the bag, so puff puff pass to myself. I get high with myself. Thank you.